is up, YouTube? It's JB coming to you from ENC with the second video. This video is just going to be kind of a property tour. I want to give y'all an idea of what I want to do with all of my property. I've got 3.5 acres that my house is sitting on. The food forest that I showed in the first video is in the backyard. This area over here, I'm not really sure what I want to do with. I was thinking maybe at some point putting wood chips down over here and making this kind of a lettuce, brassica, cabbage, any kind of leafy green that likes shaded, partial shade, because the south's back that way, the sun in the summertime just kind of gets some shade in that area. So I'm thinking that area will be my leafy green partial shade plants at some point. This is my front yard. I'm not going to show y'all my house, but this is my front yard. That is my wife's area. She's gonna do with that what she wants. But I still have roughly 2.5 acres, 2 3/4 acres to do what I want to with. And that's my wood chip pile. I've used quite a bit of them already. And they're sitting there composting. And they'll be ready to go towards the end of the summer. I plan on putting down, expanding the garden, the food forest in the backyard. So I'll be putting some of those down. I got them free from a local tree service. Just called them and they said that they would come out and dump them. And they came and dumped me about 3 or 4 loads. Free mulch. And this is my side yard. Somebody is currently tending it. They haven't done anything with it so far this year, but I am eventually taking it over. And I really am intending on probably doing kind of a food forest over in this area too. I'm not sure exactly what I want to do in this area. If you guys have any ideas, let me know. I'm walking now to a area where I intend on having some pigs. We're going full homestead, if you can't tell. You can kind of see there's the 1-year food forest over there in the backyard. But over to this side, right there where that big clump of trees is, that's the area where I kind of want to, thinking about putting my pig pen, because this area is kind of wet back here. It stays wet, but that area right there is kind of up on a hill a little bit, so they can have their dry area where we'll probably put their pen right in this area, and then fence off a right good area out in here where it's wet, where they can slop, stay cool. That's my part of a compost pile. I haven't done anything with it or turned it in a long time, but I'll get back to that. And there is the food forest. I just put in a bed today, right there where the marigolds are at, right behind the wheelbarrow there, behind the apple tree. It's marigolds, eggplants, and Cherokee purple tomatoes That's what I put in that bed. I'm gonna install another one probably this evening sometime. I made my own soil for that. If you guys want to know what I used, just let me know. Then back over in this area, back here, is where I'm going to expand at. My intention is to leave a little walkway between here. I'm going to install a gate at the back of the food forest there, where those two posts are at. Right here, I'm going to take that fence out, install a gate there. And back here, I'm going to expand the food forest into that triangle area. Put my wood chips down at the end of this summer. And there's Knox. And that's my dog, German Shepherd. But I intend on coming, leaving a little walkway here and starting a fence right about there, I would say, coming all the way to the wood line back over there in that triangle shape, and expanding the food forest out into all the way to the corner back there. Might not go all the way to the corner. I'm going to be keeping some bees too. I'm studying that, trying to figure out what I got to do that. But I'm thinking about putting the bees in this very back corner back here in this area. So I'll cut off the food forest at that point to have room for the bees and put a gate back there to be able to access them. And there's the chicken coop. I've got to install a door on the back of it probably tomorrow, so we can get in there and get eggs and clean out the coop without having to crawl under that little bar right there in order to get into it. That was the old coop, and this is the new one. They have their roofs back there that I built out of just two 2x4s and some limbs, but they love it. We're keeping them locked up today for a few days because a couple of weeks ago our Dotson got a hold of one of our chicks and ripped its wing off, and she is just now getting to the point where she can be outside again, and we're keeping them all locked up to kind of train her so she knows where to go and what to do. That's gonna be my harvest truck. But I'm also over here where I talked about putting the gate and leaving the little walkway for the second food forest. What I see in my mind is through that little walkway all the way, because I'm gonna expand and leave a walkway there coming back there, and I'm eventually going to have 3 food forests back here. I'll show y'all on a piece of paper one time the design that I've got laid out, but I want to leave walkways through all 3 food forests to where I can plant grapes that can trellis over each walkway and kind of like shade out an area where we can walk. And there's Knox again. He likes to be in shots. He's a ham. But anyway, that's kind of my ideas right now. If you guys have any ideas of what you think would be cool to see, or any ideas of what you think I should do with the property, and if you can get a general idea of what I have, all of this is going to be food forest at some point, and all of that over there is mine too. Right over there to the left, just to the right of food forest, is where I'm talking about putting the pig pen, keeping it far enough away from the house. But yeah, that's it, guys. Just hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, follow with me, and let's see where this all goes. And I'm going to end every video like this because the main point of these videos is self-sustainability, food forest permaculture. I'm going to end every video with the same phrase that Bill Mollison says: all the world's problems can be solved in a garden. So get out there and plant you one.